Hi, welcome to the market view for the 4th of February 2014. And starting off with the daily chart, we can see that yesterday we had a sharp move to the downside. And the reason for this is the weakness in the broader market, i.e. the stock markets. The Dow Jones at the moment currently moving lower, and its relationship to the dollar. So the dollar's currently rising as the stock market falls. And then, of course, if the dollar rises, the pound falls. So that's where the relationship fits in. So as the Dow moves lower, the pound also will move lower. And we can see this yesterday. The Dow moving down 300 points yesterday, and this causing the British pound there to actually move lower as well. We can see that the market took out the 163.50 area, and it is heading down towards the support over here in the bigger time frames. Let me just mark up an extension for you here of this one. Just get rid of that one. Deselect that first, and then just drag this across. So we're looking at 162.15 in that sort of area. So 162 area is this psychological level just below the red line. So 162.50, we have broke the 163 then, as far as I can see. Yes, we have indeed. And that's going to be the next area of support for this market. Failing that, then we can expect the market to come back down to these sorts of levels here, which is around the 158 area there. So certainly the 166 area, 167 holding once again, as we saw in the previous market views. I'll just show you what I mean by that. Let me just bring this all together and then just drag it over so you can see. So we've got the 167 area there, 166, and you can see the market moving back towards the downside there in the bigger picture. Let me just reset the chart there. So in the bigger picture, we've got this is our 6th day now, where we're starting to see the market move lower, and could go down to 162.15 area before it finds support, and certainly test the 162 should the market go down to this level. But we are due for a green bar. You only have so many days of red, so many days of green before you do get a correction. As we've looked at this before, you know, the number of consecutive days, and the same there, then you get a red, and vice versa, reds followed by a green, and so on. So we are due for some sort of a dead cat bounce if the market is to continue lower. And a dead cat bounce, for those that don't know, is that the market changes trend from going up in a bull market to going down in a bear market. But to determine whether the market has any momentum back to the upside, we can use the Fibonacci extensions, which I showed you yesterday. And of course the market moving lower, taking those out as we're heading or so close to the recent low over here, which we saw in December. So let's have a look at the 30 minutes. Got out of the trade too soon, as we can see here yesterday, taking 20 pips off the trade, but the market moving lower for most of the day. Let's just put this back in for you. You can see there it's down 138, including the overnight session there. So gave up a lot of points there, but it was the news item that was out at 9:30. The market turned around, started to come back up. It was a high impact news item. We can see there the market starting to come back up before half an hour before the news, and then after the news continuing to move down, and of course the Dow moving down on the overnight market as well, moving the market lower. At the moment, we've got the market trying to find support, coming off the low in this bar with very high volume, which is generally a bullish indication, even if it's short term. But this will hold the market for a while there. So let's have a look at the news, see what we've got out today. Construction PMI, well, let's just start at the top. We've got house price. Forecast there for the Halifax at an increase of 0.4%, just to keep the illusion alive now that the Bank of England is paying deposits on mortgages. Absolute insanity, in my opinion. I've not been an advocate from the start, and I never will be. It's going to end the same way as when the banks were lending money in this area as well, which they are doing again now. They're doing 95%, not 100%, because if they do 100%, people will be aware of the again the scam that they're involved in. We've got construction PMI in the US. In the UK. That's coming out at 9:30. That's showing 61.6 as a forecast figure against 62.1. Of course, if this comes out at this figure or lower, then we expect the pound to move lower with the weakness already in the background there. The US, there's only the factory orders out at 3 p.m. So that's it really, no news day. So it'll be interesting to see what the market actually does today. Before we conclude today, what I'd also like to introduce you to is more currencies. There's no reason why you can't trade more currencies with the signals provided by the software if you're prepared to take the trades and wait for the trades. The only other thing that I would consider showing you as well is instead of doing the 30-minute for, let's say, the Aus dollar, you consider the 10-minute chart so that you, again, get more trades. And this is the 10-minute Aus dollar. To create a new chart, you've just got to make sure that you have the TUFXP. Let's just bring this in. Just make sure that you have the chart loaded with the respective currency, and make sure that you've got the TUFXP custom indicator dragged onto that price chart. So if you wanted to trade the Aus dollar, then just make sure that you've got the TUFXP indicator dragged onto the chart, and then you can actually create the price chart within the TUFXP charts. And that's the same for any other currency as well, or any other market. So the Aus dollar's moving opposite to the pound, which you would expect. On the overnight, you can see that the markets move sharply lower off this signal. Of course, the Asian markets are going to trade more on the overnight, or overnight, of course, their day session. But during yesterday afternoon, we can see that the Aus dollar gave a nice few pips there in the 10-minute chart. And if we just drag the chart back, and you can do exactly the same, again, you can see how the evening sessions and the overnight there producing some nice profits. There's a loser there, and we can see why it's a loser, because the market finds support at the DP. We've got the buying coming back into the market, so that should alert you to the fact that there could be some potential buying coming back. Nice signal here, the market trading off the low pivot there, and then trading up to the psychological level there of 87. That will be 87.50 at that sort of area. And again, that same thing. When a market tries to break a pivot and then finds buying coming into the market and then moves back to the upside again, alerting you to actually reduce the potential risk. That's an economic news item that's appeared on the chart there, so not too valid of a signal there. And again, a nice signal there. So there are more opportunities if you load more currencies. This is the 15-minute Aus dollar. Again, you can see some nice signals there, and the same again here going into the overnight session for those that want to trade later on in the evening. That same picture there as well. Also, if you want to trade a shorter time frame with the standard settings as well, you have a look at the pound as well, and we'll make a look at a 15 minutes one of these as well. I just need to change a few things here, so I'm just going to pause the video and then come back to you. Right, that looks a lot better. I'm experimenting with a few other things as well in the smaller time frames, so I changed the default settings, and of course when I load the chart it comes up with something completely different. You'll notice these different coloured bars as well. They're just the original colours for the test bars. I'll leave those on for the moment. The important thing here is just to show you, again, if you want more signals, this is a signal for yesterday afternoon inside of the 15-minute chart that produced a nice few pips there as well, and the same yesterday morning. We'll just drag this across, and you see pips available here as well. There's the one losing trade there, but the others offering a lot more pips there. So again, just go through the chart, and you can see where there's potential profits available, certainly in this one, where the signal may not appear in the 30-minute chart. If you want to take more trades, then this is the way to actually do it. But I wouldn't go anything less than a 10-minute chart. But you will get more signals and more potential trades to actually take, as you can see from here. And it allows you to get back in the trade in the afternoon, whereas the 30-minute just kept moving lower. There was no signal. In the 15-minute, we had a signal there. So, again, it's something that you may want to just set up and look at. Right, well, that's it for this morning. The pound finding a bit of strength, as we can see in the 15-minute in the last few bars. Not looking too strong at the moment, so it'll be interesting to see what happens when the house price index is released from the Halifax. I'm sure that's going to be more than positive, and that should give the market a chance to settle after 6 days of, well, certainly 5 moving down, and then on the overnight it's been down as well. Although saying that, if you look closely, you can see we just had this sort of get people to go short here, and now buying the market back at this level. Well, that's it from me today. Let's have a think about a few other things I got to mention. Yes, if you're, as I said yesterday, it's certainly well worthwhile trading these markets, even if it's 10p per point in real time. So do consider having a look at GKFX. We're offering the £300 rebate on the first, £300 of losing trades should you have them. So that's always a great cushion to have, and it allows you to have the real psychological feelings of trading in a live market as opposed to a demo account or paper trading as well. The emotions aren't the same. That's for sure. When your real money is on the line, the emotion is completely different. So I would encourage that, but even at the minimum amounts of 10p or 20p or 30p, 50p per point. Right, I'm off to make a cup of tea. I will see you in tomorrow's market view and any trades that happen during the day. So have a great day, and as ever, thanks for watching.